Shalom and welcome back to Project 613. Today we are going to learn the mitzvahs of Friday and Shabbos. These are very interesting laws concerning the Hebrew terminology is Yibum and Chalitza. In English it's known as Levirate marriage. There can be a situation, a scenario, where you have a man which passes away and unfortunately doesn't leave any children. The Torah tells us that this is a very unique situation, very unique mitzvah, where the widower is now has a mitzvah to get married to her brother-in-law, to her husband's brother. And the reason for this is so that they can have children together and that her husband's name shouldn't be erased from the Jewish people. She should be able to have children named after and carry on the name of the family and bring honor to her deceased husband. And that is very unique because ordinarily it would be strictly forbidden for someone to have a relationship with their brother-in-law. But in this situation, because of the great importance of carrying on her husband's name, she has a mitzvah called Yibum, where she can become married to her own brother-in-law. Now, she doesn't have to. This is if they both agree to do so. But the ideal mitzvah, technically, is that they should get married to each other in order for them to have children. As a matter of fact, if they go ahead with the Yibum ceremony, they don't even have to have a new chuppah. As soon as her husband passes away, because of this unique mitzvah, there's already a bond and a connection between her and the brother-in-law, and all they would have to do is move in together to consummate the marriage. Now, there is a situation, obviously many situations, where the widow is not going to want to get married to her brother-in-law. So there's another mitzvah called chalitza, where there's a special ceremony that can be done in front of the Beit Din so that they do not have to go ahead with the Yibum ceremony. Today, the accepted practice amongst all the Jewish people is that we always opt for that second option. We do the chalitza ceremony, and where the widower and her brother-in-law will go to the Beit Din, and there's a ceremony that's done to break off this bond, which kind of automatically happens once her husband passes away. And this marriage of Yibum is not practiced in actuality in today's day and age. But rather they have to do the chalitza ceremony. Now, if they do not do the chalitza ceremony, where they're disbanding from each other, then there's a mitzvah, which is tomorrow's mitzvah, where it's forbidden for anyone to engage in relations with the widower, with the widow of a childless man, unless she has performed chalitza. So she would be prohibited to get married and have a relationship with someone until she performs the chalitza ceremony.